Oh, we got my OSHA approved setup for carving a 7-foot bear. We've got the old Bobcat T300 with almost 5,000 hours on it. Hey, we got a wheelbarrow over here for collecting the scrap. We got, it's about 7'2", 7'3" bear. I make it a little taller to start out with. The base is like 31 way, and it was about, I don't know, 22 at the top. So I got my bucket to stand on. I got this guy, works really good. It's a Warner, holds 300 pounds. Since I'm in the 200+ pound range, it works out pretty good. And then I got a couple little ladders that are really kick-ass. You can go up or down either side. I got that guy. So for me to do 7 feet, that's kind of what I need. Then I got another scrap bin thing on that side. So I chop, cut, and try to utilize my time best as possible. So here's a little rough out. I've got a couple videos of starting out with this guy early this morning. So it's almost about 11 o'clock. I had his head kind of drawn on last night and kind of had him cleaned up. So it was a huge log, had some dips and dives in it I had to work out, but really nice clean log. Wanted to show a couple things. So this is, my customer's seen a picture that we had in our brochure. And the original one was like a Luke Sassoni. Made the first one, and I made the one in the brochure. But anyhow, he does his hands kind of neat. He kind of dips and dives that in. So that's kind of one finished. And he kind of does he makes a nice wrist. He kind of scoops that wrist out. I'm not as good at it as he is. He's got his own way. And we love Luke. He really helped me a ton when I first started carving. I keep trying to get him back, but every time we bring him here, we work him hard. So that's kind of how that starts out. I just kind of scoop that out. And then away we go. And I'll end up doing the feet the same, but just wanted to kind of give you the scoop on that. So I got his head turned a little bit to the right. I wanted to go more right, but there's a big old knot right there, and then there was some down lower. And this was just such a good log. I wanted to use the best side, and this had to be the front because the center of the log was towards the back. So it gave me all kinds of clean meat away from the center of the log when I want this direction. There's the side view. Hey, how you like my bear butt? He gotta have a power butt on him. You just can't have a wimpy butt. Besides that, I'm used to Barb's butt, which is no butt. She's got a little baby butt, which is a good thing. So anyhow, getting them there. So I'm gonna roll him in. It is getting toasty warm today. And I'm gonna put him in my little workshop area, which has 2 fans going, but he's got some cannon arms. You know, I like my bears big and strong. I'm gonna roll that puppy right into here. See that fan, those are gonna be my 2 best friends after lunch. Hey, this is kind of a neat tool that most people don't have. It's a Gouge, got it from Bob King, super nice guy. He's out in, I think, Washington, PA, or not, yeah, not Washington, PA, Washington, the state of Washington. So he has some online specific carving tools if you want to try to look them up. So this is the bigger gouge. They have a smaller one. Basically what it is if you grind stumps, they have this little round version on the stump grinder with some other teeth, and they kind of modified it on the saw. So you have to get a drive belt, and it's a cogged drive belt, and they have a gear changing back here to make it run on a belt instead of a chain, and it's pretty simple. I think this is only my 2nd belt, so it's lasted a while. I don't use this a ton. It's heavy. It wears you right out. You just unscrew these. Now I have took and got this sharpened before. You can also rotate these about 4 or 5 times to get a sharp edge out where you use it. I got this on a steel 250. You know what? It sat around. We were gone all winter. Just fired right back up. I've been using that airplane fuel for a while now, so it just does a great job. A, it keeps my sauce from getting hot. B, gas doesn't go bad very easily at all. So we're gonna do the back of this bear, and how I kind of do it is like you're combing it. Like just pretend you're like combing hair. So like you've got a dog and you're used to brushing her hair. You got to go the way the hair would go and just brush it like you're brushing the hair. And then I'll use half of this at a time most of the time and dig it in. But I use this on something that's maybe over 5 feet tall where it's big and you want a big dramatic tough of fur looking thing. So anyhow, we'll start on the shitty end first just because it's easiest to see, and I haven't used this for a while, so I'm going to practice. Everybody to death with that, but you can see it does a really aggressive cut. And nice thing with this, I probably smoothed this up smoother than I needed to. You can hide a world of sins when you use that big gouge. The other thing I try to do is have some big dramatic breakthroughs. Like when I go through and cut, every so often you want a big cut, a big view of something that really highlights a big tuft of fur. Same thing like when I do around his neck, when I do the mane, like every fourth one I'll do a real deep cut, a real dramatic cut to kind of show it off. When I carve something, I'm always looking for like what's the unique feature for that animal, and bears do have big tuffy fur and that kind of a thing. And so anyhow, that's how the gouge works. Give you like a general idea. Once this puppy dries, we'll hit her with a torch and go from there. We'll show you the front end here in a little bit. Have a good one. It is 90 some degrees in Pennsylvania, which global warming's great in the winter, but it ain't real fun in the summer, I could tell you. Hey, we got another scorcher in western Pennsylvania, even harder than yesterday, hard to believe. Anyhow, I got this guy all cut out yesterday. Did a little show on how the gouge worked. Here's those claws all done. It's kind of like the Luke Sassoni kind of claw, Bill Schaudt combo kind of thing there. But really cool bear. I think he's about 7'3", but that's what the front end. See how that gouge just does such a nice job of big tufts of fur, and you know, especially he's just such a big old boy. Looks really nice on there. So anyhow, hopefully my customers like this guy. They're all excited about it. They're super nice people. He's kind of a artisty guy himself, only he works with metal and rigging and huge projects. He showed me a project he did. It took him, I think, 2 years to build it. Went to a college, really unique metal bending and artwork. So anyhow, this is it. Big old 7-footer.